I'm going to go over 5 tickers on the 5-minute time frame and give you some price targets for Wednesday. First up is Palantir. We ended the day at 157.88, up 6.85%. Now this is where we landed. To the north side takes us to resistance, and that is 160.57, also potential take profit area. Above that, 163.28, and at 4 standard deviations, roughly 166.07. I do not anticipate we get to this level, but if we do, there will be a pullback. Now, to the south side, the middle of the trend, the baseline is now 155.13. That is also support. We could bounce off of this line or continue to slowly go up where this green line is. We are in an upward channel on the 5. And another thought is we could start to grind sideways for possibly another leg up. But you can see that the RSI has already started to go sideways. To the south side takes us to 149.56. This closes out at 148.25 and -3 standard deviations, another level of support, a potential buy-in area, 146.80. This is also a potential buy-in area. And at -4 standard deviations, which I do not think we will get to on Wednesday, perhaps down the road. That would be, let me move that out of the way, roughly 144.04. And off of earnings, we gapped up, which means eventually we will roll over and fill it to the south side. You will get different buy and sell signals on different time frames. So flip it over to the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, and it will tell you different things. But I'm giving you this on the 5. I used to own this at 165.22. I've sold out. I've sold out at 140.93, 138.12, and I still own Palantir at 67.70, and all of these levels I still own Palantir. So I'm keeping this stock for sure. But right now we've been through a very painful period, but that's expected because I saw gaps to the south side. Actually, let me go back to it and see if I can. Oh, I should be cleaning this up. This one closed to the south side at 168.37. That's done. I don't know what happened there. All right, and this gap closed. Yeah, I've not cleaned this up in a long time. It's been painful to look at. All right, that took us down to 155.47. That landmine is closed to the south side. And what else? Oh, this one closed. Okay. To 154.86. This closed. Let's make that a little bit bigger so I can extend it. And it touched right here on November. That is no longer in play. This gap touched. I mean, we were all over the map with this thing. It's been painful. Delete. All right, that's good enough. VLO, let's quickly give you some price targets. We're at 192.27, overextended. Watch out for the rollover. 196.49 and $200.92. I don't give price targets beyond 4 standard deviations because it does not typically happen. And if it does, it doesn't stay that way. There's always a pullback. To the south side, 183.47, that's support, a potential buy-in area, as well as this level at 180.25. Will we get to 174.90? Possibly down the road. We are in a downward channel on the 5. 170.35 down the road, 166.10, and that would coincide with this massive puppy, whoops, to the south side. If you like to go short, Here you go. All right, this will take us down to oops. Let's move this. It gets very wonky. You have to be, oops, that's why I have to extend this beyond the price right there, or it will get weird and wonky on you with the magnet turned on. All right, 165.33 if you'd like to go short down the road. FCX. Resistance, take profit. Sell limit, 66.19, 68.21, 70.15, and the middle of the trend is now 62.17. That gap closes, which is also another level of support. Many levels of support and resistance between -2 and 2. Normally that's all I look at, and then these outliers are clear buy and sell signals as well. 56.24, 54.25, and after this gap we have one right here. Let me move this. It's very gappy. Let's clean that up just a hair. Actually, is it this one? Come on. Here. Oh, yeah, I'm completely off. That's why you have to make this larger. And then we have one down here that will take us to 54.34. And then, many gaps to the south side for Freeport McMoran. Let's mark that. Next up, MPC. We are completely overextended. All right, so 188.10, and then if we go up some more, we will definitely roll over. So I'm going to flip this over to the daily since we're clearly at my peak here. Okay, to the south side, this is support, another potential buy-in area if you think it's going to reverse after falling down, 185.71. Another level of support, 183.37. The middle of the trend, the median, 178.64 support, potential buy-in area, 173.74 support, buy-in, stop loss, 171.48, and another stop loss area, 169.05, but we are still in an upward channel. Now, let's give you some targets down the road on the daily. I like to troll on the monthly. But for the daily, the middle of the trend takes you to 190.35, and then above that, 215.49. The 1 year price target is 196.94. That would take us 196, just above the middle of the trend. All right. It's been a while since I've looked at this, but apparently we have some gap closures here that I need to clean up, and I will do that at some other point. But these have all come true. They have fulfilled. All right. And look at your clear buy signal, clear sell signal. And on the way down, that's a bounce and support. Okay, and then one last one. Ooh. Let's stop that one. Let's go over this on the 5. Okay. Oh, let's put a price target on here. 30.49, and I like it in this shade of blue. Let's mark out the middle of the trend, and that's 30.57. 31.69, that's all I expect. But should we eke out some more? 32.17, 32.70. To the south side, 29.61, 29.14, 28.63. I have shares of this and dividend shares as well. 24.73, 24.68 in the hot pink, and then some at 24.42. I've sold out of my shares at 21.68. The green is when I sold for some profit. 22.83, 23.69 I've sold. And then I have some above this too. So, all right. Oh, let's look at PayPal. What a crash we had with PayPal. I bought some, and then at the end of the day, I was so busy today, I just bought it, hit my sell order, my buy order, and now we're still going down. And we fell, let's see, at the end of the day, down 20%. We ended, oh my God, what a fiasco. But the funny part is they got rid of a CEO after 2 years, 2.5 years, and the 1 year price target is still $60.39. So there's hope long term, according to the analysts. But right now we are bleeding out. We need to get cauterized here and stop the bleeding. Get the Band-Aids out. It's like, I don't know. There's so many other options, and PayPal, while it's a legacy, a dynasty, people are using other payment methods. All right. So 41.70. The middle of the trend. 43.82. 49.82. This gap closes at roughly almost 4 standard deviations. 3, excuse me. And then above that, down the road, 55.64. We are not there. And then 37.91, 35.03, and 31.91. Yeah, nasty. Okay, that does it for me. That is a look at, let's see, what the heck? There we go. Palantir, VLO, FCX, MPC, Dow, and PayPal. Have a great trading